1922 saw the release of one of cinema's most influential films as Nosferatu hit the screens. This silent German expressionist film introduced audiences to the vampire Count Orlok. The unauthorized adaptation of Bram Stoker's Dracula became a cornerstone of horror cinema. So before the release of Robert Eggers' remake, I decided to watch the oldest film I have ever seen, Nosferatu. Let's start with some backstory. Nosferatu was an unofficial adaptation of Stoker's 1897 novel Dracula. Stoker's heirs weren't too thrilled about this, so they sued, and the court ordered all copies of the films to be destroyed. But a few prints survived, defying the odds, and today Nosferatu is not just a cult classic, but a cultural landmark. There are some differences from the novel. In this version we meet Count Orlok, a vampire, very different from Dracula. When Orlok bites his victims, they die outright. No undead transformations here. The film also moves the settings from 1890s England to 1830s Germany. The story follows Hutter, sent by his employer to finalise a real estate deal with Orlok, but things quickly take a dark turn when Hutter realises Orlok is a vampire with a growing obsession for his wife Ellen. It's a simple story, but its execution makes it unforgettable. Watching Nosferatu for the first time was an unforgettable experience for me. It's the oldest film I've ever seen, dethroning Buster Keaton's The General. Silent films obviously feel so different to the films we are used to today, but even after a century, Nosferatu still manages to be genuinely scary. That's a testament to its craft and atmosphere. And now, in 2025, Robert Eggers has reimagined this classic for modern audiences. Eggers is no stranger to meticulous period filmmaking, with The Witch, The Lighthouse, and The Northman under his belt. But in Nosferatu, he's outdone himself. This adaptation stands out not just because of its stunning visuals or haunting tone, but because of how it centres its story on Ellen, played by Lily Rose Depp. Lily's performance is nothing short of fantastic. Her portrayal of Ellen brings an added layer of depth and darkness to the character, making her the emotional core of the film. She's not just a damsel in distress, she's complex. The cast also includes Nicholas Hoult, Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Emma Corrin, and Willem Dafoe. Fun fact, this is Dafoe's second connection to Nosferatu. He played Max Schreck, the original Count Orlok, in Shadow of the Vampire, a film about the making of Nosferatu with a fictional twist. And then there's Bill Skarsgård as Count Orlok. This transformation is remarkable. The film cleverly hides Orlok's full appearance until the latter stages, making his reveal all the more terrifying. Skarsgård delivers a sinister performance. What really impressed me though was Eggers' direction. This dedication to historical accuracy and his deep knowledge of folklore shine in every frame. Watching his interviews, you can see how much research goes into his work, and it pays off. The world he creates feels lived in, eerie, and completely immersive. Combined with breathtaking cinematography, gives you an atmosphere that builds and builds to a finale that will stay with you long after the credits roll. It was probably my best cinema experience since Dune Part 2. Whether you're a fan of the original or stepping into this world for the very first time, Eggers' Nosferatu is a must-watch. Over a century later, the shadow of Count Orlok still looms large, and with this adaptation, it is darker than ever.